Radar Online are reporting that a divorce between Meghan Markle and Prince Harry is now inevitable. But reading between the lines, will Prince Harry divorce Meghan Markle because of the children? Let me explain more. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef the Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this, shall we? Because Radar Online are reporting that a divorce between Meghan and Hazza is now inevitable, according to an insider that they've spoken to. But reading between the lines when it comes to this report, will Prince Harry actually divorce Meghan Markle because of the children? So let me explain as we go through this. So here, experts, insiders are saying that the divorce is now inevitable. Sources telling Radar Online that there's no way that Hazza and Meghan will now stay together in the face of the constant rumours and the constant reports in the press and online that they've already secretly split and are now leading separate lives because, you know, that whole professional separation excuse that they gave last year, we all fell for that, didn't we? Yeah, right. Okay. So this is all coming about after Radar Online revealed that studios and networks are now trying to cozy up to Hazza and Meghan as rumours are whirling about their marriage and the state of it in particular, whilst Meghan, of course, is continuing to try to monetize her royal connections and her title, etc., etc., etc. And so rumours have gone into overdrive recently after the last couple of months with that Vanity Fair report coming out, where they reported that Meghan was shopping this whole post-divorce book to potential publications, publishers, all that malarkey. And so here, a source is telling Radar Online, quote, "Those in the know say that many studios and networks are lingering around Harry and Meghan, waiting for a potential divorce to unfold. The chatter is palpable, with whispers echoing that the likes of Netflix might be biding their time, hoping to capitalise on the couple's potential split. This speculation has left Hazza and Meghan in utter disbelief, feeling appalled that the very industry they are a part of could harbour such sinister motives. The notion that relationships are being forged solely to get a front row seat to their downfall is absolutely repugnant to them, but there are cracks in the relationship. Meghan is going full steam ahead into her career as a brand guru, whereas Harry just hates the limelight. She's even been, here we go, parading their kids on social media to drive traffic to her brand, and that leaves some very big questions about what she wants from life. It's a precarious existence where the threat of a breakup has become a chilling spectre, and they're no doubt aware that some are eagerly awaiting just that. Their divorce is now inevitable in the face of all of this. Now, here to me is a kicker that I think even myself, a lot of us maybe have overlooked. And it's the children in all of this. And how Meghan, as far as a lot of us are concerned, is using the children to further her ambitions when it comes to her brand and social media. So she's, let's say, allegedly using Archie and Lily, okay, on social media. Now, I'm disputing that because at the end of the day, we're not seeing their faces. So is she using actual child actors? Who knows? And I'm just asking a question there rather than a statement of fact. But we do know that Hazza hates his children being online. He's spoken out about it so many times. So here, back in 2022, Hazza says that he wanted to protect his kids from online harm, saying during a webinar, "As parents, my wife and I are concerned about the next generation growing up in a world where they are treated as digital experiments for companies to make money, and where things like hatred and harm are somehow normalised." Well, guess what, Hazza? Your worst nightmare has now come to fruition because Meghan is now using your children allegedly, because again, I dispute whether they're the kids or not, to make money for her company, for her as ever brand. She's now doing the thing that he's speaking out against back in 2022. He further said, "We want our children and all children to feel empowered to speak up." He hopes that he'll be able to protect his children from online harm. Saying, "My two little ones are still at their age of innocence. Sometimes I feel like I can keep them away from the online harm that they could face in the future forever, but I'm learning to know better." Because, yeah, it's only a matter of time before their children do go online and do see social media. So he's fighting a losing war if he can think that he can keep them away from social media forever. That's just not going to happen. But this is the thing. You've got this report here saying divorce now is completely inevitable, according to the insiders. But why? Well, what's changed since all the other rumours that have been circulating around the years as to, Hazza and Megxie are headed for divorce? Well, the big major thing that's changed is Megxie has now launched a brand, and she's now actively, allegedly, using the children online on her social media for her as ever brand, as they're making cakes, biscuits, in the garden, whatever, right? And Hazza has spoken out in the past as him not wanting that for the children at all. Let's go here. More recently, just to prove my point even further, this month, April 2025, Hazza reportedly, according to New York Post, not overly happy about Megxie exploiting their children to promote a brand, according to a royal expert. So here, the royal expert that they're referencing here is the Sun's royal editor, Matt Wilkinson. He appeared on Hello Magazine's Right Royal podcast and claimed that Hazza and Megxie are not on the same page when it comes to using the children on social media. He says, quote, "My understanding of this is that up to a certain age, Harry would much rather his children were not seen. He doesn't want them to be papped. He's got this idea that if he takes them outside of Montecito, there's a horde of us out there trying to take pictures of his kids." They're not, by the way, and they're really not. I mean, admittedly, as a lot of you guys know, I've actually been to Montecito. And before anyone loses their shiz, I went to public places, didn't go anywhere near Hazza and Megxie's abode or anything like that, stuck within the law, and here I am, not arrested. So all you Sussex squaddies out there, anywho, the point I'm trying to make there is I've been to Montecito, and it's not roaming with the paparazzi at all. Not even on the outskirts of Montecito. There's no paparazzi at all that's waiting for them to all of a sudden come out of their hole to pap them. It's just not like that at all. Which leads me to believe that any of the pap walks that we're seeing Megxie on publicly, yeah, I really do believe she is calling the paps to let them know where she's going to be so that they could take pictures of her. Because I'm telling you right now, I've been to Montecito. They are nowhere to be found. They are not there at all. And so Hazza being afraid that, taking them outside of the house and all of a sudden the paps are going to be there to take pictures of them. I can kind of understand his fear because of his past relationship with the media. I can kind of understand it to a certain extent, but this is completely irrational and it's not the reality of things whatsoever. But the reality of the current situation is that Megxie is using the children to further her career online with her brand, this, that, and the other, by showing them on videos, pictures, on her Instagram pages and all this lot. And Hazza reportedly is not happy about it whatsoever. And only a couple of years ago turned round and said he's concerned about the next generation growing up in a world where they're treated as digital experiments for companies to make money. Well, Megxie is now using the children to make money online by, again, showing them on the videos and the pictures, on her Instagram pages, this, that, and the other. So you see all this. You see the new report where insiders are now saying that divorce is inevitable. And to me, it's like, okay, what's the difference between all the other rumours that have come beforehand saying that they're going to get a divorce, to now this report? Well, the big massive shift, the big massive change is she's launched a brand and she's using the kids online to try and further a brand, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Something that has in the past completely denounced and does not want the children to be a part of. So, with insiders saying that the divorce is now inevitable, could it be that Hazza has had enough? And Hazza will actually have the blue balls to divorce Megsy because of Archie and Lily. Because she's using Archie and Lily on social media, and he don't want a part of that at all. What do you guys think? With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, of course, there's going to be more, you do not want to miss my next video, then make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe, like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Do you think divorce between Hazza and Megsy is inevitable? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters.